Farrell on it again, deep one around the back, Quinn there's the Frenchman goal! It's Andrew Quinn, the underdogs bare their teeth and show their fight in this cup final. Drogheda United strike first.
Welcome to the We Are the Drogs podcast, a Drogheda United fans podcast, proudly sponsored by the Coffee Box.
Hello, welcome to the We Are the Drogs podcast, season 2, episode 1. Joined by the usual suspects once again, Richie and Owen. How are we, lads?
Yeah, all good, boys.
Yeah, all good, lads.
Nice one.
Great to be back.
Yeah, it sounds mad to be saying season 2.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
It'll
it?
probably be cancelled, but to be honest.
Fair fucking play to us, huh?
Yeah.
Less of the swearing now, less of the swearing.
Straight away, in with the swell. We'll get to that later anyway. Yeah, so look, boys, a ball hasn't been kicked as of yet. In all fairness, a couple of friendlies and the usual sort of pre-season carry on. But yeah, how have you been in the off-season anyway, both of yous?
Yeah, look, it's nice. It is nice to get a little break away from it, isn't it? But you do be itching to get back. You know, like, I'm buzzing out for this week, are we? So, yeah, look, it's nice having a break, but as I said, you'd be waiting, you'd be counting down the days down until it's back. So we're finally here. We're the week of the game, so glad to be back.
Yeah,
I just find the breaks too long. Like, it's grand for a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm like, geez, I'd be mad to get back to me Friday night. Like, now my season extended a bit. I'd trip to Budapest to see the Ireland match, but we know nothing too exciting happened there.
Going out game that wasn't it?
But
greatest match of all time.
Yeah, ready to rock now for another season. Had a stag last weekend just to warm up for it, so
That was your pre-season done.
that was my pre-season done last week. Yeah,
Get the liver sorted out before the season starts.
yeah, I can't go in cold. Like.
Yeah, no, I probably feel the same as you. I was kind of happy enough to get to the end of the season and get your Friday nights back, and try and prioritise other things. But it just goes on too long. Like the minute it gets to sort of straight after Christmas, then I'm dying for it to kind of kick back in, because all the rumours and everything start then, and we're going to sign this body and that body, and you start hearing about sort of players arriving in, and pre-season sort of friendlies been organised and all that. The buzz is good, but definitely looking forward to the first game. I was really disappointed, I have to be honest. I know a lot of people don't really care about it, and I mean, to be honest, don't care about the result, but I was disappointed about the Jim Malone Cup. I was looking forward to going to that.
Yeah, I think everybody was, man. Just like the fact it was in Drogheda as well this season. We've been down there playing them, but yeah, look, I think everybody was disappointed. It is only, obviously it is only a pre-season, but it's against them, isn't it? And no matter when you play them, you want to fucking beat them.
Yeah, no, it's. I think you said it's not really a friendly there, Owen. You're right there. It's never a friendly, and there's always a good atmosphere, because it is against them. And here, speaking of that game, did we get our refunds?
Oh, never even noticed.
I never noticed either. But I know you weren't going to be there, Owen, because you were on your stag, but I never even noticed.
Yeah, not my stag, for the record.
It wasn't your stag?
No, someone else's.
Jesus, I thought it was yours.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I actually never even checked the account to see it go back in.
And I'll go on now and check after this.
That's €12. That's 2 points below in Galway.
Yeah. Oh God. So yeah, lads. Look, I mean, where to start? How are we feeling? All right, I suppose we'll go through it individually. We'll start with you, Owen. How are you feeling on the players that we've brought in so far? Because we still have a couple of weeks there to bring in a couple more, and there is a couple of rumours sort of knocking around that we'll talk about. But obviously they're rumours. So let's talk about what has actually arrived in the door so far. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think we've done okay. Where we lost, obviously lost our marquee, big loss. And I think we sort of said, a few of us said at the time, who within the league realistically could replace him? And we said Brandon Kavanagh. That's who we've got. Really, he was the best replacement we could have got for him that was available in the league, I think, anyway. And then unfortunately, we won't have Owen Lamb for the season. It was out with his ACL, and again, Badgie was one of the people that said we sort of picked as the best available replacement. We got him in as well. You obviously like a striker in. I know we had some comments before we started recording. Just a couple of lads asking about we need that number 9. Haven't really got one in. They're kind of hard to come by. It's very rare to get a decent number 9 available for nothing. Now there's still time for Kev to recruit someone else in. But overall, it's alright. I like to look at Ethan O'Brien. Seen him a couple of times in midfield. Seems to have a bit about him. Good tackler. But yeah, I think it's too early to judge. You judge him after the first round of games, maybe. But could have been, if you say rating out of 10, I'd probably say maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, Richie?
Yeah, no, look, it's always the same every pre-season, isn't it? You always want more. But I'm actually happy with who we got in. If you look at last year's team, the squad of players we had from last year, which was a very good squad of players, we kept all them players that we wanted to keep, and you got rid of the players that obviously weren't playing, like so half a Bailey and that, and a few of them lads. But with last year's team, plus then I just want to go on the 3 lads, say Doyle, Kavanagh, and Abaji. Is it Abaji? Is that how you say it on?
Yeah, Abaji.
Yeah, them 3 alone coming into the team on top of what we had last year is already an improvement. They're 3 quality players. Mark Doyle knows this league inside out. I know people are on about looking for a striker, and look, yeah, I do agree we do need a striker. I'd like to get another striker, but Doyle's going to play right up top this season because we don't play with wingers. So Doyle's not signed as a winger. Doyle was signed to play up front. So hopefully Doyle is the answer. As for Kavanagh, lads, Kavanagh's a class act. Brilliant. As Owen said, what a replacement for Darren Markey. We all love Darren Markey, don't get me wrong, he was a brilliant servant at the club. But he moved on, fair enough. But to get Brandon Kavanagh in, lads, he's class. Quality player. And I've seen him a couple of times as well in pre-season. Brilliant. So I think he's going to be a massive signing for us. And then obviously Abaji then full back. So we've good competition around the pitch again. Look, as the few American lads, it's going to be hard to judge them, isn't it, at the minute? Coming into a new league, new environment. The League of Ireland is very physical. We all know that. I think a few of them look a little bit not if you know what I mean, physically wise. But time will tell. But look, Ethan O'Brien does look good. He looks very good. So hopefully they all fit in as well. But look, I'm happy enough with the signings. I think that did well.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it on paper here, and if you were to compare it to what was there last year, I know that we've kind of hung on to the kind of spine of the team, and defensively, the 3 centre halves, the goalkeeper, and then Conor Kane, obviously going to be missing Owen Lamb, which is a big miss. Bringing in your man Abaji, I only seen 45 minutes of him, and I thought he looked decent, but I've heard lots and lots of people saying how good of a player he is. Kind of had a chat with a couple of Sligo lads online, and they were saying, Drogheda offered them big money to go there and all that. I have no idea what Drogheda offered him or what we didn't, but they were kind of a bit raging that he was gone because he was very, very highly rated from what they seen of him last year. So to me, when I look at that, you're kind of going, right, defensively, we're looking decent. And we brought in Leo Borney and Jason Bucknott, who I know nothing about. Very hard to comment on them. A couple of other people saying that you might see a good bit more of Kieran Cruz this year. Who knows? I don't know where he's going to fit him in. If he's going to be filling in for Kane, or is there some sort of other option there? I don't know, but I mean, he does look like a decent player. He's real hungry and aggressive, and this is his second year with us now playing full-time football. So you'd be thinking he is going to see a bit more game time, because he didn't play bugger all last year, like. But look, again, Darren Kavanagh, loads of people seem to highly rate him. I obviously haven't seen enough of him, didn't see him enough of him in a Pats jersey. I don't think he played an awful lot last year, but again, highly, highly rated. Ethan O'Brien, is he the Irish guy that was in the US?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And what sort of player is he? I know
he's definitely a ball player. He's a player that would be looking to get on the ball. He's not a defensive player. He'd be attack minded. He'd be one looking to break into the box, like joining in attacks as much as he can.
Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Box to box, I'd say.
Box to box, yeah. He looks very fit, doesn't he, Owen? He looks very
aggressive as well, I'd say.
Yeah, real athletic type of player. So.
Are you of the opinion that Brandon Kavanagh is of a similar ilk to Darren Markey? Is he that kind of a player that will just kind of replace Markey, or is he a different kind of player?
Yeah, look, I for one now, I'm not just saying it because he's with us now, but I've always admired Kavanagh. I've always watched him, and he has played a few games with Pats now. He's playing against us a couple of times, and he did stand out now. Look, I probably did watch him a bit because I was a fan of his, but he's the type of player, he's always looking for the ball. He always wants to be involved.
Right.
And that number 10 role in around midfield, you can't just be shying away and letting the play bypass you. Like, your midfielders have to be involved, and he is a player that gets involved. So, I think he's quality signing now. Look, don't want to be bigging him up too much either. You just never know what way the season can pan out for players. But apparently Derry wants him back as well this season.
Derry wanted Brandon Kavanagh?
Yeah, he was originally with Derry as well. He played the cup final with Derry.
Yeah.
And apparently Derry were looking for him again this season, but chose us. So I think he's a fabulous replacement for Markey. Really is.
Jesus, how many players with Derry looking for? My God.
I know. Yeah, and they're probably not finished yet.
I mean, they're going to be James McLean is apparently going to be like starting in the centre of the park for them most weeks. He did in the President's Cup a couple of weeks ago, and he played really, really well. And they've after bringing in an absolute rake of players. But look, we'll talk about other clubs, I suppose, before we wrap up. But when you compare the kind of, like, I'm just looking at it here now, so it says, in the middle of the park, we've Ethan O'Brien, Brandon Kavanagh, that's two new faces. Shane Farrell there, Ryan Brennan is still there, and then Scott Brady, he's only a young boy.
No, lad, yeah.
So who knows how much of him you'll see. It's not really a Kev thing to do, is it? Is to sign a really young player and throw him into the mix. He likes his experience, like.
Oh yeah, like he definitely likes to try and test it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, you'll probably see the regular midfielders now Friday night. Just at the start of the season. You'll probably see Ryan in there with Shane Farrell, I'd say, and Kavanagh.
Right. Okay.
Just to get the season up and running and that, But just even going back and Markey, like as I said, we all loved him. He was a brilliant little player, but like his goal tally wasn't great.
The fucking irony of it, he goes and plays his first game for Derry in the President's Cup.
Yeah. No, look, I'm not saying the chap can't score. Of course he can score. He scored a few goals for us, but for that number 10 role, you would like to bet on his phone.
Oh yeah.
Goals and assists. Now look, I'm not knocking him, and I'm definitely not going to come on here every week and knock him. Look, he's gone, and best of luck to him, and he'll get a good welcome when he comes back to Drogheda, no doubt. But I just think that number 10 role, I think you need more. I think you need more assists and more goals from your number 10 to chip in a few more, so hopefully Kavanagh can do that.
Right, I'll put it to you this way. So, obviously, we're taking Darren Markey out of the team, and we're taking Luke Heaney out of the team, and we're putting Ethan O'Brien and Brandon Kavanagh in now.
Yeah.
Do we look much weaker in the middle of the park?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Not majorly, I don't think. No. I know like a lot of our fans would say we need midfielders. Like our midfield wasn't spectacular last year, but probably hasn't gotten worse.
yeah, I would agree. I think that's exactly what people are thinking. What we've brought in is probably the equivalent of, or no, not too far behind what we had, but it's not a massive improvement. I think people are feeling like that.
Yeah, and even on Heaney now, they brought Heaney up. Right, Heaney was not a great player, was not a great 7, but was Heaney the type of player that'll go and grab the ball for you and make things happen? He's not. He's not that type of player. Like, we don't need Heaney in there along with Ryan Brennan and Shane Farrell. Like, the three of them are nearly fairly similar. They're always like good defensive players, work really hard. But we need to bring it to the next. We need players to come and get the ball and make things happen. That's not Heaney. That's not Luke Heaney's game.
My one memory of him doing it last year is down in Cork when he picked up the ball off, I think it was a Cotton O'Sullivan, came on and kind of lost the ball to Heaney, and Heaney kind of played that lovely through for Warren Davis. Yeah,
that's right.
Well, you didn't see that often enough.
No. I'm definitely not knocking Heaney because he's brilliant at what he does. But
yeah.
I just think we need to take it to the next level. And Ethan O'Brien's not the same player as Heaney. He's a totally different type of player.
Okay.
So,
yeah, he seems a bit more technical from what I've seen of him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, well, look, we don't want to be putting too much pressure on him either. Is he young or like what? Is he early 20s?
I think he's 22 or 3 maybe.
All right, so he's not overly young. Well, that's not so
25.
bad.
Sorry, he's just gone 25.
Right, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, lads, if you look at all the silence they brought in, the new players, they're all at a similar age, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Are they all in and around that age too, are they?
Yeah, like Kavanaugh's only 25.
Right.
So they're all young players with potential to maybe sell on, maybe. I don't know. Like, they're not buying old players in of a certain age where, like, I know, like, we re-signed Ryan, but he was a different case. But they're all young players.
64 now, is he, Ryan?
I remember over Christmas he wasn't happy you slagging off his age, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh. Boo-hoo.
He's just not 50 yet. He's 49, I think.
Yeah. I never slagged off his age either, you dick. You.
That was you, Owen.
Yeah.
That's who he was calling out for. He said he wanted to word with Greg, sir.
He knows where I live. What was I going to say? I'm looking at a picture of Brandon Kavanagh here. You're telling me he's 25?
Yeah, he is in the young. You're Mr. Snapple.
He looks about 14.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say old.
I know I'm getting old, but man, he looks like a baby.
Yeah, he's 25, I think.
He's got over 200 League of Ireland games.
I know.
Yeah.
He's been around back in years, but I didn't think he was 25, man. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah. He started playing senior games when he was about 17, 18.
Yeah,
he
right.
sits with Bray and that as well. And
Right. Right, lads, look, that's the middle of the park. So I'm going to make my way up here now to the centre forward. So we brought in Michael Caro last year. Now, in fairness, we hardly seen any of him. He went straight into the squad, but we never really seen much of him. We retained Thomas Alua. The jury's still out there. Mark Doyle in. Warren Davis is there. We've brought back Bridal Bossacani from his loan spell up north. And we have Barry Kareem. Now, I don't know about you lads, but 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5, 6 lads up top. And I'm not, that doesn't fill me with optimism.
No. Yeah, look, I can definitely see lads why they're calling for strikers. I definitely get it. But look, it's going to be Doyle and Davis as the front two.
Yeah,
Gary Quinn coming off the bench on a regular basis.
Yeah. I don't even think Gary's ready yet, is he, lads?
He's ready to come off the bench.
Yeah, good impact player, I think. Yeah, maybe not to lead the line just yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Bridle, I don't know, lads.
No, I don't know either, because I mean he did have that long spell up. Was it Glenavon he was with?
Yeah, but they were a bit of a disaster. Like when he arrived, I think they lost their first 10 games or something. Now he did get in the team. He scored 1 or 2 goals, I think, but so he was actually playing. He actually looked kind of sharp in the games I've seen him in pre-season, but that's probably because he had been playing in December, like with Glenavon.
Thomas Lewitt. Now, I was actually fairly easy on him last year, but I think he has to deliver this season, lads. There's no more excuses. He's into his second season now of full-time football. You know, he has to start delivering.
Where does he play, Richie? Though that's the thing.
No.
He's just out wide. That's where he needs to be.
He's a winger, isn't he?
He's a winger, and we're just not playing with wingers. We're not playing that way.
No. Now look, not less Kev and Dara see something different in him now, you know. But it is what it is, lads. They're going to play him up front. They ain't changing the system to suit him. So the other, you know, he just has to start delivering.
Speaking of the system is the system, and that's that. Is that the way we're going into this new season? We're going to play with the 3 centre halves, left wing, right wing, and that's 5 at the back, and the exact same way we kind of set up for all of last year.
Yeah, I can't see it changing.
We're not changing that. Doesn't look like it.
No.
Yeah, be surprised if that's changed anyway. Even judging by pre-season, like it's still the same. Formation, just trying out different players. Did he played Cruz at like the left centre back? I think at one game.
Okay.
I would say actually, I think he's Alua playing left wing back maybe.
Okay. What was Cruz filling in for Bulger when he was out? Was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They nearly had Kane, and I think Kane playing centre half one of the friendlies, didn't he? I think that was only against Montpellier though. So.
Right, I didn't make it to that. The only one I made it to was it UCD I met you at? Yeah, UCD.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, well, Doughty's not changing that system. But why should he? People seem to forget as well, and I know it's pre-season. There usually is a bit of doom and gloom around pre-season with us every year for some reason. But this is the team that went to the last game of the season with still a chance of getting Europe.
Yeah.
Now, look, we know what happened that night. We knocked over old ground. But that team went the whole season chasing a European spot.
Yeah.
Why can't we do it again? Why are people so doom and gloom again? We're after keeping that team. We got rid of the dead wood and brought in fresh, better players, in my opinion. Why do people then think, we're going to be relegated now? We're not going to stay up. We'd be lucky, you know what I mean? Why does your attitude change so quickly?
Who thinks that though, Richie? Has anyone said that?
You're reading comments there on the Facebook page and the Jordan social page. Yeah, lads are saying we'd be lucky to stay up and we'd be fighting relegation. And why?
I actually haven't heard that now or seen that, to be fair. Maybe I haven't been looking close enough. Right.
Yeah, I've read a few comments, but it's a real defeatist attitude, isn't it, already, going into the season?
Yeah.
Some people forgot we were top of the league last year with Davis and Alua playing up front together.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, people, friends of mine and even, Evan and that will tell you here, I'm probably very negative myself as well, as a football fan. I probably always look at the negative more than the positive, but probably most football fans do that. But I'm confident this year we can go and push again.
Do you know what it is
with me, right, and I don't know whether there's other people who feel this way, but I felt that we were so close last year, right, and I can think of 9 points that we dropped. Well, maybe not 9 points, but I can think of a couple of games that we got. Well, one or two that we actually got beaten in where we shouldn't have, that we should have picked up a point, and there was a couple that we should have went on and won that we didn't. And I was half hoping beyond hope that we would retain what we have, which we kind of have, except for Darren Markey. Disappointing to see him go, but I wanted to just bring in, that kind of a couple of kind of established midfielders, lads that we knew could come in there and really improve that team, and also a striker. But as Owen, you've said it a couple of times already, strikers are the hardest thing to find. I mean, Rovers don't really have an out-and-out sort of striker at the minute, and I know, like, Derry, who are like the big spenders in the league, are after bringing in, Josh Thomas. I mean, Josh Thomas is unproven. Josh Thomas was injured for most of last season. I know he showed a bit of potential and all that, but are they resting all the hopes on him getting 10, 15, 16 goals for a team that wants to go and win the league? I mean, strikers are just a 10 a penny. The best striker in the league is the same age as Ryan, 65. You know what I mean?
Ryan's
No offense, Ryan. I'm only messing. But you know what I mean? Podge Ammon's the best striker in the league, without doubt. You know what I mean? And he's a fair age, and there's no one seems to be coming up behind. Not since the days of like Jason Bourne and Glenn Crowe and all them lads, donkeys years ago, was anyone getting like banging in 20 goals.
Fabio.
Who? Fabio. Yeah. All these lads. Doesn't happen anymore.
No, it doesn't. And like Owen's already pointed out, like it's not that easy to go and sign them. Like, it's just not much saying, oh yeah, I like you, let's sign him. It's just doesn't work like that. A lot of these players are obviously in a contract already with these clubs, and they're probably looking for stupid money.
The likes of Rovers have, right, they've Michael Noonan, who's 17, but he's Rory Gaffney beside him, isn't it? Nearly old enough to be his dad, like.
Yeah.
At least Rory's not in prison, I suppose. That's one thing.
Jesus. I'm not editing that out.
It's in the papers. It's well known.
We know it is, man. We know.
Greg's out. We've got a new Owen this season.
Oh God Almighty! Yeah. They've got your man McGovern as well, don't they, the young lad? But I mean, he's fairly unproven at this level too.
Yeah, paid a good few quid for him as well. But even they don't have like even Pats. Right, Pats brought Max Mata, who's actually, I think he's injured at the minute as well. Like, and Aidan Keane was there, who's
spent all last year injured.
Yeah, he's a sick note as well. And Sligo have lost Elding. That's a good lot of goals gone out of that team.
That's a massive hit for them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, look, as we said, the player, it's not that, it's like, I know there's rumours there, Mark Kyle or Shells, but like, I had the money he was getting offered up north. It was ridiculous.
Where are the teams up north getting this money? Like?
Yeah, there seemed to be a bit of an influx of money at the minute. But look, also, he's from Donegal, so look, maybe he wants to go back close to home. Like,
yeah, sure.
Like, there's a lot of other side factors to it than just, come and play with us. There's a lot more to it. It's just that simple. You know.
The game has obviously changed a lot over the years as well. Like, you're not relying on this number 9 to come in and bang you 10, 15 goals. The goals come from everywhere now. Midfielders are expected to contribute a lot of goals. And look at us last year, like our joint leading goal scorer was a centre half.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I don't think we can be putting the expectation and pressure onto Conor Keeley to, be getting us double digits. But, like, he had a crazy season last year for goals, which kind of worries me as well, because you're going, if Keeley's goals didn't happen last year, we would have been in trouble.
Yeah. But
and I know if me auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle and all that. They did happen, and he played well, and he scored some great goals. But, can you be relying on a centre half to? Well, he set the precedent now, and I know a lot of them were from, set pieces and all that, but a lot of them were with his feet too, and it wasn't as if he was just gonna, jumping up, lurching in and scoring headers. I think he only scored one header.
Yeah, he'd one header, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, look, and I think a lot of people are still forgetting about it. Like, we have signed a striker. We signed Mark Doyle as, Doyle's a striker. I know he's probably more known as a winger. But, Doyle's 47 goals, I think, in his career over 5 seasons with Drogheda.
He's our second highest goal scorer, apparently.
Yeah, he's 47 goals in League of Ireland, which is, right, it doesn't sound much, does it? But when you break it down, it's a decent return.
Oh, and you just say he's our second highest goal scorer?
Yeah, it was in an article I read recently.
Of all time?
Obviously, Declan O'Brien is obviously top, yeah. Now that's I don't know how far back their records were going, so I don't know if the lads in the 80s or whatever. I don't know how many goals that Shell Martin scored for Drogheda, but
okay.
That's just on the list. It was in the article that I read.
Yeah.
47 goals.
He's 40, I think it was something between 2016 to 2021 he was with us.
Okay.
And he's 47 goals. Probably a few of them could have been Division 1 goals, but this, Doyle knows where the net is, lads. He's a finisher. Plus the way we play, probably sitting in, he's lightning quick. He's serious pace about him. He's going to catch teams on the break.
Right. Yeah, no, maybe I'm underestimating the kind of quality of Mark Doyle. I do obviously remember him, and I thought he was a great player, and he was really good with us. And was he decent enough for Pats? He had a decent enough spell with them. I think he scored a goal in the cup final for Pats.
In the cup final, yeah.
Then he got his move to the US. Anyone any idea how he got on in America? Did he do well over there? Or?
I think he won a trophy.
Yeah, okay. The first year they won their championship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But
how many times did he hit the net?
I'll have a look now and see.
Yeah, check. Well, I know now, just even looking at a few videos there, TV videos, there's a few Pats fans disappointed now that they didn't go back in for him.
Right.
So, he is well thought of in the league. He's a good League of Ireland experienced player. He's not new to this league. He knows this league.
No, I agree. I think he's ideal.
Yeah. Now, look, don't get me wrong. I know I would still like another striker. Of course you would, because I don't think we can rely on the others just yet. As I said, I think Darry's still young. Bridle, I'm not sure about. So you can't just depend on Doyle and Warren Davis either.
Yeah.
So
last year, I think he had, just looking here now, it's 5 goals in 20 games or something. In the States. It's alright,
I'm 5 and 20. 5 goals in 20 games. Yeah, that's alright. Obviously, depending on where they were playing them too.
Yeah, it is hard to judge the different levels, isn't it? What America to League of Ireland football. And
yeah, we actually a bit of breaking news here, lads. Drogheda, they're delighted to announce the signing of midfielder Iago Godden on a season-long loan from Walsall.
Shock horror.
We're all waiting for that one.
Yeah.
For anyone who's listening's benefit, we were talking about him just before we came on air and we didn't know whether to say it or not.
Yeah, but we can say it now, it's official. He's 22-year-old midfielder from New Zealand. Was playing with Bedford Town, who's National League North, I think, or South. Scored 4 goals in 11 games since joining them in November.
Okay, 6'4"?
6'4", yeah, 22-year-old. When he was playing in New Zealand, he scored 14 goals in 68 appearances at the top flight league in New Zealand. Not sure what the standard is like that. But
well, isn't your man going back to New Zealand, the Galway striker Dyer?
Is he going back there now again? Yeah.
Is he going to Vietnam?
Cambodia, I think, yeah.
Right, sorry.
Right.
It was trying to get into the New Zealand squad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A bit closer to home, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trek.
Oh, yeah. I was just actually looking at that clip now. You two would have seen as well of this new lad. Like, he's a big lad, isn't he?
Tall, yeah, gangly.
But, like, he looks like a player. He looks like a lad that gets on the ball and plays. Like, he's such a good finisher.
Yeah. So it's a loan, but it's a season-long loan from Walsall, so.
Which is season long is what you want.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You don't want them fucking off in the middle. Oh, that's my first swear word of the year, actually.
Hey!
Second.
Oh, second, was it?
I think so.
Do you want to tell everybody now that there's a swear jar every time you swear?
Yeah, just for a bit of crack this year, every time I swear, I'm going to donate €1 to the Ultras, so I'm at, 35 minutes in, I'm at €2. Not too bad.
Yeah, it depends. When we lose, man, it might be a fucking expensive episode for you.
Yeah, it could be bloody expensive, alright, yeah.
I ain't taking part in that.
No, me neither. If we lose the crap down, you could be,
imagine?
you could be 100 quid down by the end of the episode.
Declare bankruptcy, yeah.
Well, here, look, that's good news that they brought him in. I mean, your man, the director of football at Walsall is kind of involved, for Travella is involved in all the clubs. So obviously they see something in this chap, and we've got him for the year. So, you know, you'll have to trust Kev. You know, I do trust Kevin. Like, I mean, he's got it right more than he's got it wrong, in my opinion.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. And just go back on the sporting director there, Walsall, like, I think he does walk between the two clubs.
But he's sporting director for Travella too, isn't he? Not just Walsall.
Yeah. So I think he's out scouting players, and I think he was recommended. He was recommended that Walsall sign him, and that he'd suit us. He'd suit both teams. So I think, and look, that's the way this new multi-club ownership is.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
No, look, that'd be another day's debate. But look, it's definitely going to get another midfielder in. I think we definitely need another midfielder. So hopefully he's the answer. Time will tell.
And look, if the chap does have an eye for goal, maybe he is a kind of player that can be kind of chucked up top too if he's needed. You know what I mean? Because we do, obviously we've just been saying that there, we do need to get someone in, like some kind of a number 9. I'm not sure whether he can play in that kind of role or not, but if he's an eye for goal, happy days.
Yeah, I think somebody did say he can play sort of up top as well.
Right.
I think he play between both roles. But plus as well, he's the type of player that suits Drogheda, like 6 foot odd. Yeah, you know, he's definitely going to suit us. So hopefully.
Another problem for whoever's playing us set piece wise, like the Conor Keely's was similar height.
Yeah.
And there's two big lads coming up.
Yeah.
And it does cause problems in the League of Ireland.
Oh yeah.
That side of the game.
Scored a good 2 goals for Galway a couple of years ago.
Yeah, even getting second balls off to win the header or knockdown or something. So.
I just want to hit on this, lads. A player that like really impressed last year for the first half of the season maybe, and then he got a little bit of an injury, and then there was kind of rumours that he might go to Blackpool and he might be going to the UK, and I don't know, because I don't know the chap and I'm not in his head, but you know, there is a school of thought out there that maybe it kind of knocked him a little bit because he didn't get his move, and he ended up staying with Drogheda. Warren Davis, and because I mean he was looking quality, so he was, and he surprised everybody with the amount of goals he got, and just his closing down and his movement and all that, and he was putting his goals away really, really well. They kind of dried up towards the end of the season, so I've got high hopes that if Warren can sort of reignite that form of the first half of last season, that we have a real player on our hands there, like.
Oh, absolutely, agree, 100%. I think we were actually talking about this in the UCD game, weren't we? About him. Like he started off last season so good. Like he was the hottest prospect in the league. Like people are talking ahead of him, like ahead of Melia and Elding. At the start of last season was all about Warren Davis, the best young player in the league.
Yeah, and he got into the Ireland under 21 squad as well on the back of it.
That's right. Now look, I know the European thing did probably get into his head a little bit because was he hanging around? Well, not hanging around, but didn't he commit to us to play in Europe and I think he missed out on a move over to England. I think something like that might have happened, so that could have got into his head, and you just don't know how these things affect players. Plus, he was injured; he got an injury.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it probably did, and he was still young. He's still a young lad, but
He's only 20, like.
yeah, he's serious potential actually. And plus he's now going into his second year as well at full-time footballer.
Wow.
He's only getting stronger. He's only getting fitter. He's only getting more experience. Yeah, I've good hopes for him as well this season.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so look, I mean, the only other thing is, and I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but we brought in a couple of goalkeepers as well. We got to see a bit of your man Tally, Finn Tally. I think he was with Cliftonville, and then he went over
Hong Kong, yeah.
somewhere. Say again, Owen?
He's in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, that's exactly it, yeah. I think he played in the UCD game, am I right in saying, in the second half?
Yeah.
He did, yeah. He looked fairly composed now. It's good distribution.
Yeah.
He did.
Kind of hard to judge him off the half, like, but it's alright.
It's always good to have competition for a goalie's place as well, because, goalkeepers they get complacent.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Look, you can say that, like, for every player on the pitch, but definitely keepers, yeah. You do need competitions, and like for training as well, if you can push each other in training, is what it's all about.
Yeah.
But, he does look good. He looks he looks good, experienced keeper. He's not a young lad.
I think we were commenting on his kickouts that night that he kept most of them between the white lines. I think Dennison is occasionally prone to booting the ball into
sideline ball.
You know what I mean? But yeah, look, I'm sure obviously Dennison's number one, and he was one of the top keepers in the league last year, and he sort of came out of nowhere.
He was now, in my opinion, he was the best keeper in the league. I'm not just being biased. He was.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
He was class.
Yeah, without doubt.
But just even go back now to Abaji now, the fullback we got. He actually started as a striker with Shamrock Rovers.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he played. He's a striker with Shamrock Rovers, and he went to Ipswich as a striker. And it was actually Ipswich that turned him into a right full.
Wow.
Yeah. Just talking with a friend of JP. You know JP. He actually played with JP's nephew, Mickey Leddy, that played with us. You know Mickey Leddy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the two boys played up front for Shamrock Rovers together. And he went off to Ipswich as a striker, to back to full back.
Same as Gary Kelly going to Leeds.
Exactly, just the exact same situation. So he's got that bit of attacking play about him as well. Like, he's good going forward.
So what are you trying to say, Richie? We do have a striker there. We just need to throw him up top.
Yeah. So when Owen Lambton's back, we play him up front. Then we play Abaji up front.
Somebody text Kev quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think we're kind of done there. We're going through the squad, and obviously we're after bringing in this new lad. What's his name again, did you say?
Iago Godden.
God, that's going to be hard for the lads to get a song going. Iago Godden.
Well.
I'm sure they'll do a great job. So yeah, look, that's what we've been so far. Can you see us bringing in any more? One more?
Yeah. I think there'll be a striker still to come in.
Up top. Bogo, what do you reckon?
Yeah, that's the only really additional signing I could see.
Yeah.
I think we're all set at the back, like, and obviously midfield with a little bit more depth now. So yeah, striker's probably the only place I could see us adding at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think Doherty's the type of manager who just sign a player out of panic either.
No, definitely not.
He'd have to be a player that would have to suit the system and the work ethic, obviously, of the team,
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think Doherty would panic. I think he'd be okay. Not saying I don't know if he's happy or not. Obviously, you don't know, but he definitely won't panic.
No.
No.
Right, lads, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's going to win the league?
I'm
You want
Collins.
Over, you go.
Yeah, I got Rovers as well.
Yeah, I'm going Rovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Shamrock Rovers are going to win the league. Runners up.
Yeah, I can't look by Derry, I suppose.
Yeah, going to be born and say Derry as well.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I know it's an easy answer, but they probably have the two best squads in the league that will be able to cope with the amount of games in Europe. But I think just Rovers have been there, done it. I just think Derry will do it next year maybe, but I think Rovers have too much experience this year.
What about the third European spot then?
I'm going to
Shells.
I'll let you go.
Shells, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say Shells, yeah.
It's kind of hard to look past, especially like Shells have spent money. Like they've got a striker in from Portugal. They've Oren Casey, a defender from Clontorn or Cliftonville. They signed him from.
Yeah.
They're spending a few quid and
as well.
Yeah, I actually think Pats might struggle a bit this year.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to say the opposite. I think Pats will be next. I think Pats will finish fourth in the league.
Above Bows?
I think Bows will finish ahead of them now.
Yeah, no, I think Kenny has to get it right eventually with them. Like he has to. Plus, I think is the Palmer now missed a lot last season with them, the midfielder.
Yeah, he was out injured a lot, sure.
He was out, so
injury prone. So
yeah, if they can keep him fit, he's quality midfielder. I think Pats could be a surprise package, which is crazy to say, isn't it? With all the money to spend. But
they're obviously going to change things to a degree. I mean, bringing in Darren Nugent. I mean, Rovers used Darren Nugent to play them in a lot of European games because there were games that Rovers weren't going to have loads of the ball in, and he's that kind of player that can kind of get in there and kind of break things up and. He wouldn't be that kind of flair player. And I mean, Pats are after bringing him in, and he wouldn't come across to me as a very Pats kind of a player, Darren Nugent.
No, definitely opposite of what style of football they play.
I think there's a bit of a split in the camp, from what I've heard, in Pats between rows, between Kenny and players and stuff. So,
right.
Partly why he struggled so much last year now, whether it's been sorted now or not, I don't know. Yeah.
But look, as well, like, if they can keep the boat lads fit up front, I know it's a big ask to them have a lot of injuries, but Keena and Max Mata, they're proven goal scorers within the league as well.
Yeah, two sick notes though, as we said earlier. Keena was bad last year, and Mata's already injured, so fingers crossed for us they fall flat on their ass. So the other big question is, lads, who's going down? Who's getting relegated?
Oh.
We're all going to say the obvious one now, are we? Tempt fate.
I want to say Galway.
Yeah, I was thinking Galway. Look, Galway is still going to be very difficult to beat at home. It's going to be hard to get results over in Galway. I'm not just saying this because I hate them. Everybody knows I hate them, but I think Dundalk will go down.
Hope you're right.
Yeah, look, don't get rid. They have signed some nice players, but they've a lot of young players still. They've signed a lot of that team, that first division team from last year.
Yeah, and they sort of crawled over the line in the end, really. Like, they were clear for so long, and only for Cove messed up in a couple of games.
That's right.
They could have been even tighter, like.
Yeah, they've signed some nice players. They're like, Mullins is good up front, but like Derry would have kept him if it was worth keeping. Derry were keeping him.
Yeah, like they signed Keith Buckley, who's on his day he's a good player, but his best days are behind him, and he's had a couple of bad long term injuries as well. So it's a risk signing him.
Yeah, only if you depend on Keith Buckley to run the midfield in the League of Ireland, I think you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not knocking him. He's been a brilliant player in the league, but his best days are behind him.
His age, injury prone, playing on Astro every second week too.
Yeah. Look, they have signed some experienced players, but I don't think they have enough. It's a tough league, lads, as we all know. I think a lot of the players they signed from last year's, a lot of first division players, it ain't that easy, guys, to come up. But yeah, look, I still think that it's going to be hard for us to beat them as well because of that rivalry. It's going to be close games. I'm not saying everybody's going to walk over to Dundalk. They're not.
Yeah.
But
and they're going to lose Vinnie Leonard, probably their best defender. He's going to go.
Yeah, they'll probably lose him. But even at that, he's only a young lad playing in the Premier Division. He wouldn't have it easy in the Premier Division as a young player.
Yeah. I mean, they've signed Conor Cairns on loan, playing goal. He had a couple of bad enough injuries last year. Like, geez, if he gets injured, they could be in big trouble.
Yeah, so I don't think the squad is that strong off the bench.
Yeah.
So, I'm not knocking them not because we hate them. We all know we hate them. But that's just my take on it. I think next could be Waterford in the playoff.
Yeah, I just want to touch on the Galway thing there though for a minute. Like what kind of gets me as well with Galway is that Caulfield has a reputation for bringing in literally unknowns from far-flung corners of the world. Like, I mean, Moses Dyer coming in, no one had a clue who that chap was, and he was the best player in the league until he left. He was absolutely phenomenal, and then gone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to. I know it's easy, but it's kind of hard as well to write Galway off because everyone's going to look at them going, they lost so many players, like 3 or 4 lads gone to Bowes, lads gone to Derry, and, you know, you're kind of looking at them going, they're going to struggle. And I think they will struggle. But as you said, Richie, Terryland this Friday night, the weather's been terrible. The pitch is going to be an absolute mudbat. There'll probably be 0 football played, and it's the kind of place that you'll go and get beaten. The first season, you know, windy and rainy in the west. As much as it looks, it's an absolute nightmare of a forced game to be going against a team of players who you haven't a clue who any of them are. You can't plan because you know you're probably trying to do video analysis on lads that there's probably bugger all video of. So it's not going to be the easiest game in the world, and I'm a bit reluctant to kind of completely write them off and say, like, they're definitely going down. I don't know. And with Dundalk is Dundalk. They seem to be fucking blessed. I don't know what it is about them. They shouldn't even be in the league with the way that they've conducted themselves over the last couple of years and then going out and splashing loads of money and then still up to the arse in debt because that seems to have disappeared. I know we spoke about it loads of times last year and I'm still going to talk about it because I think if anyone in this league got preferential treatment from the powers that be, it's them. Like, I don't understand how they managed to do this. Gone full time again, like.
Yes. I just can't see us sustaining over them.
Yeah, they have a new owner, but he was there in the background previously.
Yeah.
But they still had to get the supporters trust of throwing $100,000 to kick off the pitch work. It just doesn't add up to me now, to be honest.
Yeah, I tell you what actually gets me going with them. Like, who in their right mind as a professional footballer would go and want to sign for Dundalk at the minute? Like, they're obviously paying these lads up front. The wages, because if it was me now, say I was a professional footballer and I had a mortgage and I had a house and all the usual carry on, and Dundalk said, "Do you want to come and sign for us?" And like, yeah, let's go. Forget about all these money problems he's had the last 6 months, 12 months. You know what I mean? Like, why would you go and sign for Dundalk with all that dark clouds hanging over the club?
Yeah, it just seems to be zero stability there. Like, it just seems to be on a knife edge the whole time.
Doesn't it? Yeah, like, to me it wouldn't be a good commitment, like, for your future to go and sign for Dundalk at the minute. So where are they getting the money to pay these lads? And have they offered them money up front?
What kind of contracts are lads signing with them? Does anyone know that? Like, I mean, lads just gone in there on a year or what?
I'd say Mullins on a few quid. Would
he have given them a 2-year contract?
Would you trust it? Would you trust the 2-year contract with them, Doc?
Don't think I would, considering what's happening.
I wouldn't. Not a chance. So I don't know. There haven't really had any figures being thrown around or what kind of contracts are offering.
No.
But I don't know how. I just can't. Right after doing up the pitch, for doing up the lights and that, that's a lot of money of the Sports Trust money gone on that.
Well, I think that was grant money, but you had to pay some of it up front yourself. So they got a loan of it from the Supporters Trust, but they'll probably get that back.
Right, okay.
Yeah, well, the way them grants work is you spend the money and then you can claim it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but look, lads, we all know it costs a few quid to run a club in the League of Ireland now.
Right?
Yeah, sure. Even there's minimum wage on a full-time contract. I think it's around 400 and something a week you have to pay them or something.
Yeah. So they have signed a few players from Division 1, so I wouldn't say they're on massive money.
No, but the likes of Buckley, Mullen, Horgan, I don't know whether Horgan's still getting paid by an external person.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, probably. Like I'd say, especially through the books.
Has to be
like that person's giving them the money, then they're paying it to him. He's still getting paid by the club. It's just they're getting that money from.
Right. The donate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, look. I know we'd be awful getting sidetracked with them, don't we? They really get our notes up. But yeah, look, I think they will be competitive all right in the league, but I still don't think they're going to have enough.
Right, look, okay, so I think we're all in agreement that, Galway, Dundalk look like likely contenders to be down there for the automatic. I think after that, we're probably all in agreement again, kind of Waterford. You'd be hoping Sligo will get dragged down into it because they're after losing Owen Elding, and apparently they're going to lose their captain as well to some Scandinavian team. We're looking to take them away as well. And
yeah.
No disrespect to Sligo fans, but that's a good thing for us, because if you're going to be in the mix there are we going to be in the mix, lads, to be dragged into anything, or where are we going to finish? That's the other question. So, Boga, where are we going to finish?
I'm going to say 7th.
7th. Richie?
I think we can get 6th again.
Yeah,
I'm thinking 6th again as well. Yeah.
I'm thinking Bows. Look, as I said, I think it's going to be Rovers, Derry. I'm going to go Pats. Rovers, Derry, Shells, Pats and Bows, the top 5.
Okay.
I think it can be. I think Droghed's well capable of getting 6th and pushing for 5th like we did last season again. I think Galway will be 7th. I'm going to go Galway, Waterford and Dock.
What about Sligo?
I just saw you 7th, Drogheda 6th.
I think you said Galway 7th. Right.
Yeah, I think Galway just have enough at home to keep them away from the playoff spot and relegation.
So I think we're all pretty much going with what the bookies think. I haven't looked at it now, but
yeah.
Is that what the bookies think? Who's nailed on to go down?
I think they've Dundalk nailed on to go down.
Do they?
I'm gonna have a look now. I'm really sure they do.
Yeah.
It's always the promoted team as well, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter who they are.
But look, as I said,
it's actually. I'm just looking at the odds here. Galway, ourselves, Dundalk, Sligo, and Waterford are all 66-1 to win the league. So they don't have to be relegated odds.
Right.
To finish bottom, actually, Harry, hold on. Galway and Dundalk are both 13-5. Then we're 4-1. Sligo's 4-1. Waterford 4-1.
Yeah.
Finish bottom.
Right. What was I going to say? Yeah, look, so, I mean, that's pretty much as much as we can probably do for this week, lads.
What we think of the starting game for Friday night? Will it nearly pick itself?
I think the back line will pick itself. I'll be interested to see who's thrown into that midfield. You think Shane Farrell and Ryan will start?
I think he'll just go to try contest it with the first couple of games.
Okay.
I think he'll go Ryan, Shane and Kavanagh. The centre half there is going to be interesting. Will he go Bulger instead of this new lad from America?
Ronnie.
Bulger might still have a bit of an injury.
Yeah, he was struggling in pre-season, in fairness.
Yeah.
So he might go that new lad, alright. So.
And
yeah,
Warren
Davis and Doyle up top.
David Doyle, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, just one we didn't really mention is Buckner.
Yes.
I think he could be a good impact sub.
Okay. Have you seen a bit of him pre-season?
Yeah, he's fairly skillful and he's very quick.
Yeah, he's lightning quick.
So he could cause trouble.
And his
scored there against Longford. But he was, like, even though his ball had been played over the top out right and he was getting on the bottom, on the end of them, putting the ball across and stuff, and he's got on the end of one. He took it by a couple of lads. He seems to have a bit about him.
Where did he come on to? When he came on?
So he's playing kind of like the right wing back, sort of.
Okay.
He's pushing up forward a lot, like.
Right.
His normal position is maybe a right winger.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd say if we ever do play with like a front three or whatever, he'd be a great right on the right wing, like.
Okay.
Cause a lot of trouble.
You could go with him, Doyle and Alua. But there's the front three.
Yeah.
That'd be
Definitely.
different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, look, it all remains to be seen. Will we go for predictions for Friday?
Oh, yeah.
You want to go for it,
I'm
Tom?
going to say 0-0.
Okay, now. That's
I'll not go much better than that. But I'm thinking 1-1.
1-1.
Okay.
I'm going to go positive. I'm going to go for a 1-0. And I don't know why, but I think 1-0. Doyle. Mark Doyle to score on his debut.
Second debut, yeah.
I don't
Just
know
on
why.
the predictions, I don't know if you've seen Extra Time .ie are doing the predictions league.
Oh yeah.
So you just register and sign up, and then every week you pick between the Premier and the First Division games. I set up a private league. It's not, you see it on the code on our Facebook page. I've posted it up there, so anyone free to join.
Oh yeah, sounds a good crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 points if you select a home win, 3 for an away win, or 3 for a draw, I think. So
What
it'll be
away win?
interesting.
Is there money in
Special
it?
prize. No.
Oh God. Right, look up. We'll leave it there, boys, and I'll talk to you next week. And enjoy your trip. I know the boat are going off to Galway.
Are you not heading down?
No, I can't make it, man. I'm in the middle of me house renovations and work and dog, and there's all sort of madness going on. So I don't know. Away games are going to be tough for me for a while. It's just sort of the longer away games. I'll make the closer ones, but I am raging. I'll be watching it on the box. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to Friday.
brilliant. Right, lads. Have a good night.
Nice one, boys.
All right.
Yeah, Slán.
Cheers.
All the best. Good luck. Bye bye.
Believe it.